Getting the facts right. This is News 5 at noon in high definition.
He left a successful career as a doctor to become a comedian, and you may know him from several hit TV shows, including here on NBC. But there's a side to Matt Iseman you may not know. He's one of 1.3 million Americans in the United States diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And there's nothing funny about living with rheumatoid arthritis, but he has found a way to use comedy to raise disease awareness. He joins us this afternoon to talk about his latest project. Matt, thanks for talking with us. And first of all, let's talk about what RA is and what some of the symptoms are.
Well, I think there's a misconception. Whenever anyone hears rheumatoid arthritis, all they hear is arthritis, and they picture Joe Namath or their grandpa kind of gimping around. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease where your body ends up attacking itself, and it tends to localize in the hands and feet and causes joint destruction. So your immune system is kind of like that drunk college buddy that goes around picking fights. Unfortunately, it's picking a fight with you. Fortunately, there are great treatment options out there, and I'm on an infusion therapy called Remicade. My disease has been really well controlled for the past 10 years, so you wouldn't really know I'm living with rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, Matt, I had no idea until we started to do this interview. And at 31, you were diagnosed. How have you managed to keep up a career and continue a life as you have, being diagnosed so young?
Well, because of the treatment, because it took about 1.5 years, Preston, from when I started having symptoms to when I was diagnosed, and that was the worst 1.5 years of my life. I started having pain in my hands and feet. It spread to stiffness in my neck and back. I was a lifelong athlete. I played baseball in college. I ended up, because of the pain, I had to stop working out. I gained about 40 pounds. I look like a bigger version of me. I was sleeping 12 to 14 hours a night. And I was going in, having been a former doctor, I was trying to heal myself, trying to figure out what was going on. And I had the help of lots of doctors, but it took 1.5 years to finally get the diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis. And when I heard that I had this chronic autoimmune disease for which there is no cure, I was actually relieved, because now I knew what I was dealing with. And I was able to start on a treatment to go in to get an infusion, and it changed my life. And the great news is, for people who maybe are newly diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis or know someone who is there are treatment options out there. You can go to creakyjoints.org. It's a website we've got set up where there's information about rheumatoid arthritis, about your treatment options, and it's got some of my stand-up comedy on there. So you can see how I've been living with RA.
And real quickly, what advice do you have for someone that may have just been diagnosed or may be diagnosed in the near future with RA?
Well, two things. The first thing is get as much information as you can. Talk to your doctor. Talk to people who have RA. Go to websites. Again, creakyjoints.org, I think, is a place where we tried to really combine all the latest information out there and get people as much awareness and information as they can have. The other thing is there's hope. Again, this can be a devastating disease if not treated, but the treatments that exist are phenomenal and can really allow you to lead a healthy, active life. I host American Ninja Warrior, one of the most active shows on television. So again, it's nice to be out there and sort of let people know that you can be active. You can still be a clown. You can still laugh and still have a normal life.
Matt, thank you very much for taking some time to talk with us here on News 5 at noon. And he mentioned American Ninja Warrior. Don't forget that you can catch that. It returns for its next season in July, right here Mondays on NBC. More of News 5 today, or more of News 5 at noon coming up in just a moment.